This afternoon, we're going to be talking to our second guest. Our second guest is Emeka Okoye. If you love Nollywood, you will know Emeka, and I've seen him. He's one of my uh, those actors that has been able to do different roles. I like the fact that he has not allowed himself to be pigeoned into one character. I've seen him play different roles. I remember one movie. Maybe you will remember Emeka. One movie where
Yeah.
you played the bad landlord. It's a YouTube movie.
Mm,
Where
okay,
you
that was Harmony Obodi's movie. I've forgotten
aha
that name of the country.
aha.
I have
So
forgotten that. I've forgotten.
okay. So
Was
I've seen
on
you,
Harmony Obodi's. Yeah, was on
and
Harmony Obodi's channel. Yeah.
yeah, and I hope you are not as wicked as that
No, I'm not
because
wicked. I'm not a
because
wicked person.
you played it so well that he looked so real, and I hated that character so much. Anyway, welcome to the show, Emeka. How are you today?
I'm fine. I'm fine, sir.
Okay, let's start.
Well, you see that character. That character I played there, one thing I tell a lot of people have said that to me. They say that anytime I play a role, that why they love my acting in movies is my roles are always believable. And I said to people, yes, because the reason why I made it so, whenever I'm reading a script, I try to internalize the script and bring the character to life, so that even the producer will give me the role will be doubting, are you sure you are not this wicked like this? Just like you just said. So and I believe that movie, that particular character, at that time when that character come, I think I was even tired of doing landlord. I've done like over four different landlords in different YouTube movies at that time. So when they called me and was saying, "Oh, landlord again," I said, "Okay, how can I make this landlord character be different from the other landlords I've played?" Because that's one thing about me. I don't like to repeat my characters without a touch of a new secrets into the character that will make people love that character away from the previous one I've done. Now, I think in that character, I mentioned Jerry Eze, that DJ Eze. That was the deal breaker for me on that character that I played on. And people really talked about it. They were saying, because you don't mention Jerry Eze, they go watch this film. There were a lot of conversation concerning me calling that DJ Eze. Then there was another one that they called me. I also played landlord. That one I did like all these Roman Catholic Church um, landlord.
I remember
Yeah, I
when
played it like a Roman
your
Catholic.
daughter when your daughter went to date somebody that you didn't want. There was
Is it that
also
one?
one.
No.
Okay, I remember that there's also one
Eh,
movie
eh,
where you were very angry that your daughter was you were a very religious person and your daughter was dating somebody that was not very religious.
oh, that one is a Yoruba film. That's Ngozi. The title of the movie was Ngozi. Is on
You
Apata TV. Yeah,
you
I
see that
think
you
it's a Yoruba producer.
yeah you
It's
see
a
that
Yoruba
I
film. That is a full Yoruba film.
you see
Yes,
that I've
I
been
was a
following you
very.
for a while. At least I've mentioned
I
about
know
four
you
or
have been
five.
following.
I've mentioned about 4 or 5
You're a
movies that you are
renowned
in now.
broadcaster.
Okay, let me ask you this. There is something I'm
Okay.
curious about. As good as an actor that you are, when I knew that
Well,
I'm going to talk to you, I tried to read about you this morning, and I saw that you granted an interview where you said that you don't like to kiss in movies.
yeah, I did not say I don't like to kiss a movie. I think the interview was taken out of context. Like what I said actually was I don't like doing deep kissing in movies. Like like tongue to tongue with strangers, people that I'm acting with, yeah, with my colleagues. Like bringing out my tongue to put in another person's tongue, which is, the person is not my partner or not my soulmate, and I'm doing that. I don't do that. But what I can do is I can do peck. And I gave an instance. I said there was a movie that is showing on YouTube right now that I shot with a lady, the producer. The producer played the lead character, and I pecked her. We are playing husband and wife, and we need to make it look real that you are married, because if there is no connection and no chemistry between both of you, people will not believe it. So, but I won't come and be playing husband and wife like I'm playing me and my colleague are playing husband and wife, and I'll come there and I'll start kissing, putting my tongue. When the character did not say kiss and put your tongue in the no. Sometimes we do overact that, but me, not for me, Emeka Okoye. When you give me a character and you say there is kissing, there is deep kissing, I will check out the character. I will tell the director, okay, director, please, is this ones that these characters must kiss? Is the kissing the main point you are trying to drive for the audience to, or you are using the kissing to make people feel that if it is not, if it is doesn't have anything to do with the storyline, then it's not supposed to be.
Okay, in one of
So for
your
me, I kiss a movie, but not tongue to tongue. I can do peck. Peck is kissing now.
in one of your interviews also,
Pecking is kissing. I don't do deep kissing. That's what I said.
in one of your interviews
Yeah,
also, you said you lost a lot of movie roles because of
I'm
your body
listening.
size. You said you lost a lot of movie roles because of your body size. Was that true?
Yes, that one. Yeah, that one is true. Like lost a lot of roads, even driving. Right, like right now, I don't drive in movies. I think I drove three times in movies. Three times inside the movie, which was Omonio Boli's Wife was Try Part One and Part Two. Then I think there was a movie I did, The Cartel. I did with Kisiliweru. I also drove a Mercedes. I think it's a, is it okay? I drove a Jeep, a Highlander. I learned driving on set. I drove on set, both on Moneyboli set. I learned to drive a bus with what they call it, those bus with none of the one that is not automatic. I drove them on the in the film. I learned and drove there. So I don't drive because of my eye issues. I have eye issues, so I don't really drive. I don't really drive as so I've drove before. I have a car then, but I don't drive anymore because of
No
that.
problem.
So
It's a big deal.
my body
We have
size,
that in
my body
common. I
size have
don't
been a
drive too.
challenge.
I said we have that in common. I don't drive too.
I've lost a lot of. Oh, really? Oh, so sorry about
Ye-
that. I didn't even know. I didn't even know. I thought you drive. Oh. I thought you drive. I said I thought you drive.
Oh no, I don't. I don't. Now let's go. Let's move.
So for my body size, a lot of people. Okay, a lot of people. Okay, a lot of people will ask me. They will say, "Hey, you are fat." I told you that. Yes, I lost roles because I'm maybe I'm chubby. Some people will say I'm not fine. I didn't fit the character, maybe because I have stomach. I said, okay, fine. But when I was slimmer, when I was even younger, I don't get roles. I tell them, I said, a lot of producers knew me when I was even very slimmer. They will use me and audition people. They will use me to audition everybody, give out script to everybody. And they will tell me, oh, so sorry, you are so good, but we don't have a role that fits you because you are very slim. I say, wow, like recently. My colleagues can tell you this for fun. Like people like okay, you know Buki Thomas now. Buki Thomas will tell you. I've had that experiences a lot of times back then in 2014, 2015. All the auditions I went, both the one in National Theatre, they will use me to do audition and give people scripts. They will not give me role because I was slim. Now that I have, my body is a bit chubby and I have stomach, and they're giving me uncle, daddy, husband, landlord, pastor, bad guy. Some people not even want to give me bad boy role because they feel like I may not be able to pull out it. But I keep them not. Let them wait for my movies that are coming. They will be shocked.
Okay. Now let me ask you. Do you? I know that you were around in the days of what do they call it? Idumota, and now you're around in the days of
Yes, 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 yes.
you are now around in the days.
Happy worker. About
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Now you're around in the days of YouTube
yeah,
and Netflix. To you, which one do you think
yes.
has added more value to the industry and is especially to you as an actor, not even the producer now?
Okay. Generally for Nollywood, I'm really happy for us because the advent of YouTube, the coming of YouTube and Netflix has also helped a lot of actors, helped a lot of producers to have funds. and also to to progress. Because if you are producing movie and you're not progressing, it's not a good business. So I believe for me as Emeka Okoye, I think the Netflix, the cinema films has actually helped my career in a way. YouTube. I've not really that they shoot. But if you go to productions like Netflix, cinema, festival movies, more than YouTube. I've done local films as well, like Igbo films. I've done lots of Igbo films, but they are not on Google because they are just language films. Then I've also done Yoruba films. I've featured in some Yoruba films. Some of them are on Google, some of them are not on Google. But as for YouTube, I've done limitedly like few. I've not done. Let me not say for YouTube, I've had done up to 100. I'm not sure because I know that most of my YouTube movies are some of the producers that usually call me for the films are producers who already knew my talent and knew what I can bring to the table. They are the ones that have called me. A lot of people don't believe maybe I can pull some of the roles on YouTube. But I don't blame them. Oh. That's the business. And also, as well, the YouTube algorithm and the RPM stuff, drama, and the issues of making back their incomes is also one of the challenges that has also made some producers stick to using some particular actors who have YouTube high RPM. So, and for me, I'm satisfied where I am. I'm happy that at least I work, I shoot movies, and producers who understand the craft and who understand that there are actors that can pull any role you give them. I'm not a stock character. That's why I've said that nobody can stock me in a character in Nollywood. It's not possible. I will always play any role you give me, but there are certain roles that I know that I will not be able to do. Those roles that I know that will not glorify God, and those roles that I know that when I do it, my audience will be unhappy with me. I will not do those roles.
Okay. Now we're gradually rounding up because of time. I'd like to ask you this. Um, if you have a lot of people, when you ask them, what is the future of Nollywood? How is Nollywood going? I've heard a lot of 1001 ideas. If, for example, as we finish this interview, your phone rings and it's the president that calls you and asks you, Emeka, what do you think? How do you think Nollywood can be helped? What are you going to tell the president?
Well, I will tell the Honorable President that the Nollywood needs the help of the president in terms of funding, because I think there is something the Ghana industry is doing now, which is they're trying to get their industry together in order to support them. There are also industries like the South African government is supporting their industry. You understand? Other countries are also supporting their industry in terms of giving them grants, loans to shoot films. Why can't our government do that for us? Yes, I know the Lagos State government also may have done something like that in the past, and maybe because the fund went to the people who misused the funds and did not pull the projects out. But there is still hope that you can still call everybody together again and discuss and send out these funds. We cannot run away from it. Mr. President, I will be begging, please, if I meet you, I will want you to call stakeholders. That stakeholder thing is also another thing that is affecting Nollywood, because when they call stakeholders, it will be like it is just some few producers. I think producers, they have Actors Guild of Nigeria. If you want to discuss with the Actors Guild of Nigeria, go to the Actors Guild of Nigeria. Let them call as in producers. Go to the Actors go to the president of Association of Movie Producers and let them have put a date for a movie. you call on to add the view the government to do for them. Because at this point we are in Nollywood, we shouldn't be in a position whereby we'll be crying, and when you shoot a movie, you don't make your money back, and you're crying because you're hoping on Netflix, and Netflix is not yet ready to buy, or Prime Video is not yet ready to buy. And you're left with carrying your movies to people who will take advantage of you and buy your movie less price, and at the end, you might not still get your income back. So the best thing is the government should please. Well, I'm always begging. I'm always saying, but because I know that maybe my voice is the smallest voice among the whole of Nollywood, because I may not be so special for them, but I'm still begging as a grassroots personality, begging them to as well look into helping the Nigerian Nollywood film industry. Yes, they created the Creative Economy Ministry, which I have heard. Some of them, I think they have been helping the Nollywood little by little. I've been hearing through the censors board and other boards, but they should still come through in terms of funding, especially if both independent producers can also be made to yes, independent producers have also joined the Association of Movie Producers, which is one thing that the president when Blessing is doing. She's trying to make sure that everybody who are filmmakers are in the system of the Association of Movie Producers. So everybody is there. So there is a figure, there's a number. So the government should reach out to those associations that are already recognized for them to be able to know what the problem is. So to help us, so that we don't fold our hands and be waiting for only when Netflix buys our movies, or when Prime Video buys our movies. That's when we can be able to make an income and make our ends up. Our actors are dying of hunger, sickness, and all that. And you don't expect them to come to social media and be begging for food, or begging for help, begging for funds, and the media will laugh them as well. Not even the media, the masses will laugh them because they'll feel
Thank
like they are
you.
enemies.
Thank you so much, Emeka. We could go on and on because I know how passionate and emotional people can be on this kind of subject. It's been nice having
Yes,
you on the show, and
it's a
I know that
pleasure.
there'll be another time where we will have longer time to speak on other things that concerns the industry. But thank you for
Yeah.
coming on the show. Till when we
Thank you
speak
so
again, we continue to wish you the best of luck, and I'll continue to watch your beautiful movie. Thank you.
thank you so